Hey guys, I told you I was going to be testing the Dual Force out over the next month or so at work. So had a little spare time. I'm going to fool around and mess with some stuff here and take y'all along. So it's going to be a little noisy. I'm at the airport. Video quality probably won't be very good because you know, I'm going to be a bunch of short videos together. So bear with me. Hope you don't mind, and just sit back and enjoy it, and maybe we'll learn a little something. But don't mind me shouting either because, like I said, it tends to get noisy out here sometimes. So let's go check some of this. Let's check out the Dual Force compared to a needle nose. I don't want to say Leatherman, but I'm using a Leatherman Wave compared to a needle nose type multi-tool. All right, come on, let's go. All right, guys, going to do a couple quick videos. I wanted to show the capabilities of a Gerber versus maybe a Leatherman and a couple other tools, but this is the Dual Force, and showing you the range. I want you to look at this. You know, you get more of a grip here. Easily turn the nut. Of course, I had to break them loose. You can get it on with the Wave, but it's almost it's at its limits pretty much. You know, it's not going to go much more. I mean, that's about as big as it's going to get. And the same thing over here on the suspension bolt. I can get it around it, but it really doesn't. It doesn't really. I mean, the pliers are this wide, so I really can't get a lot of torque on it. Same thing here, but with this one, where there's a slip joint. Look at my hand though. You got a lot more room there to grip it, to get a better grip on it. And I can actually, you know, put some pressure on it. With this one, it's at its limit. So if it was loose, I could get it and turn it, but I'm not going to get much to break it loose. So on to the next deal. And here we're looking at this about a 1/2 inch, 3/8 bolt maybe, or nut rather. And in the tip of the Dual Force, you've got these, what they call small fastener pliers at the very tip. And they grip this real well. I could put some force on this because my hand, again, is not too expanded. And with the needle nose type, whether it's a Wave or what it is, I could get on it, but I have to go all the way down to the shank. And then I'm in a situation where I don't have much turning radius because I'm hitting what I'm close to. So that's another plus for the Dual Force. So let's go to the next one. Obviously this one is not going to work, but I just wanted to show you the difference there. That's the larger nut, if you had a reason to get it or need to get it. Now with this one, I can expand it enough, and I still have, my hand is not so stretched that I couldn't, if I had to, you know, at least turn it, or if it was somewhat tight, loosen it. That's another good thing I think about these. Let's go check out some more stuff. Okay, now we're going to look at where needle nose might come in a little bit more handy. I'm going to switch hands because I'm having to do this outside, and I'm having to do it one-handed, so bear with me. But anyway, see this cotter pin here? I can easily get in there and grip this cotter pin. I can take the end of it and bend it if I needed to easily, and I have enough clearance with the needle nose. So that's a good thing for having a needle nose, you know. When one might ask, why would, you know, what's the difference? Well, here you don't have a fine tip, you have a blunt tip, and I can reach it and I can bend it. But if this was any more concealed or in an area which I couldn't reach to, then these pliers would not work as well. So I'd have to give the Wave or a needle nose type multi-tool a better rating on that one. Now when it gets down to a line like this fluid line here, this easily gets on it. I got enough the big thing is the grip. If you can get enough grip on it, you know, and with the slip joint, it makes it so much easier to adjust it to get a good grip on it and to get around a larger nut. Whereas the Wave, the Wave is a great tool. I love the Wave. We've used it for years. So I'm not knocking it. All you Wave fans out there, don't get mad at me. But anyway, I can get on it, but like I said, it's at its limit. Anything bigger than this, I'm done. I'm not gonna be able to do it. So, you know, once again, the slip joint wins on that one. Guys, we're out here in the back of a trailer. We're gonna just use the bit driver. This is, of course, the Gerber, and fits it well. These are pretty loose, so you know. But the standard bit, use any bit out of your toolkit, it'll fit it. Take the Wave and Leatherman's proprietary bits, and they fit too. You know, so I call this a tie. The only difference I would see would be, you know, perhaps if you could use a standard bit, which is a plus. But Leatherman has all kinds of bits too if you want to purchase them separately. That's the only drawback. So as far as cost, I'd say it goes to the Gerber because you don't have to buy special bits. But as far as function, they both work just fine. That's the wire cutters. I'm not actually going to cut these wires. I just want to show you an example. Here's a little small wiring harness. If for some reason I needed to get in here and cut this, got these replaceable cutters in the jaws of the pliers here. I could get in here all the way where I could get on there and cut that pretty easily, you know. So that's nice. Now on the Dual Force, the cutters are in the back, so that's a problem because I can do it. I could probably do it, but I would have to manipulate them back in here like this, and it would just be cumbersome. You know what I mean? Much easier with the Wave or those type of pliers. So Wave wins this one. Yeah, just a regular spring clamp on a hose, which you'll find on a lot of cars and for different applications. But this the Wave is pretty much at its limit as far as expansion of the jaws. And yeah, I can close it, but look how wide the handle is. Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. Now with the Dual Force, I can get on there pretty easily. It's much easier, man. See, real easy. So, I just dropped it. There it is. I found it. That's my fishing ability for the day. I went fishing. My wife asked me what I do at work today. I went fishing. Anyway, much easier. I can just do it with my fingertips. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, that's a win for the Gerber. On to the next one. Okay, it's just a little flat tip that comes on your Leatherman, a lot of your other multi-tools, but they're great for getting in small places. You know, do a little prime, light duty pry bar. You know, so you got that. And on the Dual Force, we don't have that. We don't have any type of small pry tool. We have the file with a scraper on it, but would it work? Yeah, it probably would, but you know, files tend to be brittle, so I don't use them much for prying. I'd save this one for scraping, so not much of a pry ability on this tool. So what's my thoughts? It's hard to say. The Wave has the extra tools. I normally carry a Surge. Of course, the Surge has a lot of extra tools that I like. Wave has the scissors. Wave has a dedicated flat driver, which can be used as a small pry bar. And you have your eyeglass screwdriver. And you have your bit adapter, which you can get more bits. And you have, of course, your can opener and your wire stripper and some other features. The outside accessible tools on these two multi-tools are similar, not exactly the same, but you know, for the win on the outside, I would say I like the Gerbers because it has a driver. Other than that, it doesn't make that big a difference. They all have main blades, they all have a file, they all have a saw. So you got that going on with the Gerber. With the Wave, or with a Surge, or any of your Leatherman, or any type of tool like this. A lot of these, especially now, you got the since the patents have dropped on a lot of these, and you got the clones from China and everywhere else starting up. A lot of your other tools are going to have outside accessible tools that are similar. So what's the conclusion? What's the conclusion between, say, packing a Leatherman like this, or packing the Dual Force, which has outside accessible tools and a real good jaw set? It really is up to you. I'm just having some fun with it today. I thought I'd include y'all on it, but I think this one works great in a industrial application where you're going to be using pliers a lot. You're going to be using the driver a lot, and the other tools are just extras if you need them, the file and the saw. If you're, for general purposes, all around, everything kind of tool, the Wave's always going to win. The Surge is still one of my favorites. But I can't get over the fact that, especially in what I do as a mechanic, and anybody I would think that would use or need a real good plier set, you can't rule this, can't rule this out, man. This Dual Force is really slick. So I'm going to do some more testing on it as the month progresses. I told you guys I would, and I'll include you on some of it just for fun. But anyway, just a little info for you guys to look at today and think about if you're thinking about maybe purchasing a multi-tool. This is John again, Space City EDC. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you didn't mind the noise. It's kind of noisy out here at the airport, but you guys take care. See you on the next one.